I got a chance to interview Laura Loomer. Watch this. What do you think about cancel culture?
Well, you know, I am the most banned woman in the world. Just wrote a book about it.
What's the name of the book?
It's called Loomered, How I Became the Most Banned Woman in the World.
Where can they find the book?
Well, it's on Barnes & Noble. You can go to Barnes & Noble.
That's funny. Barnes & Noble carries it.
Barnes & Noble said that they have a no book burning policy. They may not have a book on the shelves at the time, but they will never not order it. If you go in and you request to order a book, they'll order it. I am the most banned woman in the world. You can go to my website and get copies as well.
Not on Amazon.
Well, Amazon, they are carrying it. Just because it's available on Amazon doesn't mean that I want to direct people to Amazon to make Jeff Bezos even richer just so, he can continue funding the Washington Post and all of his little communist pet projects.
Oh, good memories. She hasn't really changed at all. Actually, I think she may have gotten worse.
Laura Loomer. Where is she? Where's Laura? She is amazing.
Every damn day we see another story about illegal aliens going to the Ritz-Carlton, illegal aliens getting free flights, illegal aliens getting free clothes and free cell phones, and someone's going to snap. Someone's going to snap. It's going to happen. And you know what? I'm not going to care when it happens.
A fantastic woman, a true patriot, Laura Loomer. Laura, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Laura.
Laura Loomer is too racist for Marjorie Taylor Greene.
And this is such an important election. I don't think that she has the experience or the right mentality to advise a very important president.
Why do you think the former president is even listening to her? She's getting bad advice, or he's getting bad advice from her?
I'm not involved in their conversations, so I can't weigh in on that. But I do know this, that her rhetoric and her tone does not match the base, does not match MAGA, does not match most Republicans I know, and I'm completely denouncing it. I'm over it, and I would encourage anyone else that matches her statements to stop.
Laura Loomer is now being mainstreamed by Trump. This is ridiculous. This is terrifying.
Why is Donald Trump hanging around with this woman?
Because he's lost the plot. He's completely lost the plot. This is repellent to the very voters he will need. There's no reason for this. She's disgusting. She's also a lunatic and a huge drag. And not the first drag, by the way. I think J.D. Vance is the first drag on his ticket that was a bad decision. This is the next one.
Which begs the question, why is Trump actually doing this?
Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants. She's a free spirit.
So when I met Laura Loomer, she was easily, very quickly, I could ascertain that she was a complete racist. At the time, I didn't know who she was. I had to look that up. I met her, that interview you saw with me and her, that is from, wow, 2021, December of 2021. I'm wearing a Christmas hat in the video. December of 2021. I didn't know who she was. I kind of felt like she was a big deal within, the MAGA movement. She was there. People knew who she was. She was this was a Trump rally, the one when he went on the road with Bill O'Reilly and did that. So I was like, okay, and the video to me, was slightly unremarkable. And I also didn't really push it that hard because no one knew who she was. I was like, you know what? She's not famous the way Marjorie Taylor Greene is famous. This isn't a big get for me at the time. I was like, whatever. But however, I did speak with this woman. She was a racist. There were a lot of things that I couldn't put in the video because I was like, my video is going to get banned. Like she had, all this little codes for, how Democrats should be executed. She kept using the word free helicopter rides, right? Free helicopter, that's the reference to the South American dictator, Chilean dictator, Pinochet, and how he would bring people, dissidents up in a helicopter and throw them out, right? People that he suspected of being a communist. So she talked about, how she supports free helicopter rides. She is, completely, anti-Muslim, anti-trans, anti-immigrant, anti, white people. She's probably she is a Zionist. She's probably one of the more embarrassing members of, or you could say, honest members of, the Zionist movement. I mean, she unapologetically is just, she is fine with children in Gaza getting their heads blown off. I mean, she has expressed as much in her, tweets. She's been awful. She's categorically awful. If you see, in the video I like zoomed in on her face because she's bashing trans people for having plastic surgery. And like, I don't like to, if you need plastic surgery, most plastic surgery is, in my opinion, gender affirming care. Am I right? Right? I mean, like, people that are, cis women, cis men, when they get surgery, they're getting it to affirm their own gender. So she's bashing people for getting gender affirming care when in fact she has received gender affirming care. So, like, she is the most plastic surgeryed up person that you could see. And she's bashing trans women for getting plastic surgery. So, I wanted to just call that out. It was like, okay, like, that's hilarious. I put her flat on her heels when we asked her what her pronouns were, because she was like, oh my God, like, how would you not know I'm a woman? And I was also shocked after I made this video to find out that she is, what is she, like 33, 34? She's not old. Like, she looks like an old woman with all this surgery. She is not old. This is how white supremacy ages you. I think it's a bad look. I think it's, your skincare routine. White supremacy is an awful skincare routine, in my opinion. I mean, if you need examples of this, look at Laura Loomer. I thought she was like, in her late 40s, 50s, something. I was like, oh, hey, she's killing it at 50 there. Nope, she's just a white supremacist. So this video, I re-edited it and put it back out to, let people know, like, hey, I met her. She was always this horrible. She's this horrible now. Everyone that has went to college with her, they all have a Laura Loomer story about what a insufferable racist she is. So yeah, she's one of those people. Like, the MAGA movement, is like, bro, she's not with us. She's not with us. Except she is with you. She's Donald Trump's Nazi mistress. I'm fine with Donald Trump having a mistress. He could have 20 mistresses. Go, if you want to have a mistress, go have a mistress. It's America. We're not in a theocracy. We shouldn't be in a theocracy. There should be no laws against it. Do you, bro? Like, you know what? However, you know what? Maybe don't have a mistress that is a literal neo-Nazi. And you know what? At the end of the day, will this hurt the Trump campaign? I don't know. I honestly could not tell you. Do you think, these are people that have co-signed, have moved every goalpost that needed to be moved in order to keep supporting this man. They'll do backflips to, Project 2025, abortion, this, eating dogs, January 6th, COVID, the fact that none of the people that worked for him like him anymore. I mean, they'll move the goalpost everywhere. So do I honestly think that Trump supporters will look at this and be like, this is just a bridge too far for me? I'm not too optimistic. My hope is that people that were sort of playing this 50-50 will be like, you know what? I think we're good. Thanks. Like, this is a bit much for me at this point. Right? I mean, it's his Nazi mistress. It seems like it's been confirmed that that's his mistress. I mean, does it seem unreasonable that that's his mistress? I think that's his mistress. I mean, none of us put it past Donald Trump to have a mistress, right? None of us put it past any politician in any party to have a mistress. Donald Trump, he has a mistress. Laura Loomer is actually the best mistress he could ever hope for. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, they really deserve each other. They do.